Hey guys, what's going on there? It's Dan here with Herbert T Outdoors, and I've brought to you another product that I wanted to try out while out camping. I think it'll be a useful addition to my equipment. And right here what we have is the Campior stove. Now this is a smokeless stove, and it's made of 304 stainless steel, and comes with this nice carrying bag. Works good. And inside here you've got the lid that you'll use to set in there so that it makes it smokeless. Inside here we've got an ash pan, and I'll show you this up close a little bit later, but wanted to show you that it's got an ash pan inside there to collect the ashes that fall down through so they're not falling out all over the ground. But let's check this out. Now this is a dual fuel stove. It utilizes both wood and wood pellets. It can use either one. So I think the first thing I'm going to try out is the wood pellets, and then I've got a stash of wood over here we'll try out. We'll just see how well this works out. See if it's smokeless or not. And how is it for lighting? So let's get this started. Put that in there and get me some pellets. Got these wood pellets at Walmart. I think they're kind of used for I guess for smoking wood. So if it's supposed to be smokeless, let's see how it does with the smoke that's usually used for smoking your food. So we're going to pour some of that in there. Alright, we're going to get that lit, see how easy it is to light. Never lit wood pellets before, so since it's down inside there, it's going to be kind of hard to get down there with a lighter. Might be hard to do it, just sticking a match to it. So I got something we're going to try. And here's what I wanted to try. This is the UCO matches that every self-respecting outdoorsman, camper, survivalist, whatever, probably has some of these. And we'll just open it up here. This is brand new, so we can see what's in there. Oh, looky there, got a little cotton in there in case we need some fire tinder. Not sure. Oh, extra strikers there. So cotton tinder, extra strikers, and the matches. And of course it's got a striker there on the side. So we're going to take one of these out. We'll give this a try and see if it ignites those wood pellets. Yep, already broke a stick. Now I'm just going to lay that in there. That didn't go so well. So it looks like wood pellets are going to take a little bit more to get something started. So let's try something else here. Okay, next thing up to try to get that started, I've got a little bit of Zippo lighter fluid here. See if that does the job. It's probably like a little bit of charcoal lighter fluid. Get some in there. Give it a moment to soak. And then we'll take another one of these matches here. Give it another try. See how that does. Alright, here we go. Alright. We're burning off the stuff, but I'm gonna throw that ring on there just to see how it does. And kind of watching up in there, I'm seeing a little bit of glow from some of the wood. Looks like it's starting, or the wood pellets, looks like it's starting to burn. And of course, as you can see, our smoke has gone away. Now I got my hands here on the outside to feel, it's already feeling warm up here, and it's going to recirculate the air through there. And according to Amazon's website, looking at the pictures of it, it says it's supposed to circulate the heat out the sides here too, and we'll see how that does. But that's doing a nice little fire there. You could roast some marshmallows and hot dogs over that. Well, looks like a little bit of lighter fluid was just the trick it needed to get that started. And it didn't take really that much, so. And I can see it circulating around the outsides there of the holes on the inside, and I'll give you a close-up look of that. It's actually kind of cool looking. Doesn't look like the flames are much from down below as they are coming out the holes around the outside here. And this is 6 inches wide by 7 inches tall. It's already got the legs on the bottom of it. Again, like I said, I'll show you a close-up of each of those parts a little bit later. We're going to give this a chance to burn. Let that wood in there burn down, see how that goes. Then we'll try some of the actual wood and see what it does. So we'll be back here in a little bit. One of the things I wanted everyone to see about this is the fact that it being a canister, you would think that the flames would be down inside it. The majority of the flames are all up around the top edge of it. So if you had a gathering with friends and family on a little patio party, you just want a little tabletop fire and didn't want the mess of big logs and things like that, this is a great choice. Now here's another look down inside there. You can see that the wood pellets are glowing. I don't actually see any flame coming off of them, except a little bit around the outside edge, but it's all pretty much all around the top of the canister. Alright, as you can see, it has died down. That little bit of pellets that I put in there lasted about 10 minutes of flame, and it's died down to just embers down there, coals, whatever you want to call it. And next I want to try putting in some pieces of wood and see if we can get that going. Now I'm going to put them in there and see if they won't actually themselves start burning from the embers that are in there. And there you go. It just started right back up. That's actually pretty cool. Now what I put in there are pieces of just from a pine branch. So they probably do have a little bit of the resin that is from the pine, so that's actually going to help it. But I wanted to do that on purpose. I wanted to see what it did with the smoke that would come off of pine, which, as we all know, it'll kind of put out a black tarry looking stuff. And I wanted to see how much smoke actually came out of it, and if it was the black tar or kind of white smoke. So far, all I'm seeing is a few puffs here and there of the white smoke, but we'll give it here a little bit and see how it does. And as you can see now, we've got it fully going. I do hear the popping that you typically hear out of pine. This wasn't totally weathered pine. It was slightly on the green side, so I'd expect more popping. But one of the nice things is the popping's not blowing out the top. It just seems to be popping and staying contained inside. So that's another little bonus feature, that it will contain the little chunks that pop and shoot out of the fire like you would in a fireplace or something like that. So another bonus to it. Alright, so as you can see, we've got it going with the wood, and I wanted to feel it is radiating heat, so it's definitely not something you would want to touch. If you got to move it, it's real lightweight, easy to move, but you would definitely want to do it with gloves and be very careful you don't tip it over. I know, don't run with scissors. But I wanted to see, is it really putting out heat like it said? I don't feel a lot of heat coming out of those holes. I think that's really more for your air intake. Kind of like this because if it were breezy out here, yeah, I feel your flames would probably curl over to one side. We do have just a slight amount of wind. It's about 6 to 8 mile an hour winds out here. But the nice thing about it, you're not throwing sparks off, so you don't have to worry about it throwing them off and getting on the roof or on your house, or if you're out here at camp, it's not throwing it all over your gear and burning that up. So this is really a treat. Now when this finishes burning out, I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's all done. I'm going to let it cool down, and then I'll show you how easy it is to empty those ashes out, and then we'll take a look at the overall where the holes are up close and stuff, and we'll call it at that and let you guys decide. Is this worth the money? To me, I think it is. Now that we're done letting it cool down, I wanted to show you the inside of it to see how the cleanup was after a burn. So here is your bottom plate, which of course has a little hook here that you can use to lift it up and out, and the ash pan underneath. I'll show you that. And this was our top ring. No longer got that shiny chrome look, but I don't see any warping. I don't see any damage or anything from the heat, so I believe everything should be good. And then, as I said, I would show you the inside there with the holes in the bottom, and of course they're the ones on the side, and then the ones on the side on the inside. And the nice thing about this is You just drop your piece back in. Drop your lid back in. Put this back in the bag. Pack it away, and you're all done and ready to go. And I'm not dirty. We're going to be trying more products, doing more camping trips and whatnot. So thank you for joining me. And as always, I remind you, be kind to one another. We'll catch you on the next one.